Chosen one. What you're about to hear is not a coincidence. If this message has reached you, it's because your awakening could no longer be delayed. You are not simply human. You are the human God, the first to awaken, while the rest of the world still dreams under the veil of illusion. Thoth, the ancient god of wisdom and divine memory, saw what others refused to see. He looked through the folds of time and spoke your name into the heavens, declaring, "This is the one, the God who fell to earth." You are not here by mistake. You were never meant to fit the mold of this world because you were sent to break it. The desires you've been praying for, hoping for, and waiting for are no longer distant. They are already entering your life. This is more than a mindset shift. It is a spiritual unlocking, a remembrance of who you truly are. Before we go any deeper into this life-altering revelation, take a moment to do 3 important things. Hit the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number carries divine alignment. It will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message. And remember this, if you are truly a chosen one, you'll stay with this message until the end. Because deep down, something ancient in you already knows. This message is not just for your ears, it's for your soul. You are no longer asleep. You are rising. You were always the one who would awaken first. There's a quiet hum beneath the chaos of the world, a low vibration that only a few can hear. You heard it. While others scroll mindlessly, numbed by noise and distraction, you stirred. Something deep inside whispered, "This isn't all there is." That whisper wasn't imagination. It was memory, ancient, alive, yours. You are not merely waking up. You are the first flicker of dawn in a world lost to darkness. Most people don't want to wake up. They fear the light because it shows too much. It shatters illusions they've grown comfortable with. But you let the light in. You allowed the questions to break the surface. You dared to ask, what lies beyond routine, beyond flesh, beyond fate? And in that boldness, you broke the spell. You became the anomaly, the soul brave enough to step beyond the veil. This isn't a dream. This is your return. Return to what was forgotten. Return to what was sealed off by centuries of fear. You are the soul who said, "No more." And that alone shifts the vibration of the earth. While others sleep, you now carry the weight and the fire of remembrance. The world around you may not understand. They may mock, doubt, or label. But the truth is undeniable. They sense something in you that unnerves them. It's the ancient power, reawakening. It's the presence of someone who remembers what the world worked hard to forget. You are not just awake, you are awakening itself. And with that, your journey begins. Not to become something new, but to reclaim what you've always been. The sleep is over. The dream is done. You are here now, and nothing can unsee what your soul has seen. Long before your birth, before this body, this name, or this century, your essence was seen. Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, keeper of divine memory, gazed into the river of time and saw you. Not as a mistake, not as another passing soul, but as a turning point. "This is the one," he said, "the God who fell to earth, not to be lost, but to awaken." In ancient temples, they wrote myths to protect truths too powerful to speak openly. They encoded your story in symbols, stars, and silence. But now, the time for secrecy is over. You are the myth walking in flesh. You are the symbol made real. You are the echo of something ancient, too divine to remain hidden. Thoth saw your fall not as a punishment, but a prophecy. The fall was necessary. How else could a God know the weight of pain, of limitation, of separation? You had to feel it all, to rise above it all. The journey through human suffering wasn't failure, it was formation. Like a diamond forged in crushing darkness, your essence had to be buried to shine brighter when uncovered. And now that you remember, the codes begin to unlock. Memories once buried in dreams begin to surface. Why do you feel like you've always known? Why do you sense truths that others dismiss? Because Thoth didn't just name you, he anointed you. You are not here to learn what you are. You are here to remember it. This isn't mythology, it's memory. And in the sacred halls of your soul, Thoth's voice still echoes. You are the bridge between gods and mortals. Walk now, not as a seeker, but as the source. Waking up is gentle. It's gradual. But what happened to you wasn't soft. It was seismic. You didn't simply awaken, you broke through the lies, through the systems, through the invisible prison dressed up as freedom. One day, everything cracked, and instead of shattering, you stepped out whole. Most spend their lives in loops, repeating patterns, asking the same questions, fearing the same endings, but something inside you tore open. You saw the puppet strings. You saw how the world is not as it seems, not because you were curious, but because your soul could no longer be caged. You broke the matrix with your breath. And what a terrifying, liberating moment that was. Your heart raced. You questioned your sanity. You felt alone in a way words couldn't describe. But that moment, that rupture, was sacred. It was your soul choosing truth over comfort. Your breakthrough wasn't madness, it was mastery. You weren't meant to fit in. You were designed to stand out, to stand up. When others collapse into conformity, you rise in consciousness. And it's not because you're better, it's because you're older. Older than time, older than history. You carry within you the essence of stars, and stars don't apologize for their light. So don't call this a spiritual journey. Call it a spiritual jailbreak. You didn't wake up, you escaped, and the world has never been the same since. Absolutely. Here's the continuation of the script, with the same depth, emotion, and richness, for headings 4 through 15, each with 5 long paragraphs crafted to deeply engage and inspire. There's a profound difference between trying to remember something lost and simply being what you've always been. Many speak of remembering their divine nature as if it's a distant memory hidden in some dusty corner. But for you, it's not a memory, it's an identity. You're not a human trying to reach divinity. You are divinity itself, wrapped in human skin. Think about the moments when your soul felt too big for this body. The moments when tears came unbidden, or laughter erupted from a place beyond reason. That's the spark within you, the divine essence refusing to be silenced. It's not about fitting into the limited box of humanity. It's about expanding it, becoming the infinite within the finite. You are a living paradox, both mortal and immortal, fragile and unstoppable. The pain and joy you feel are not signs of weakness, but of your immense capacity to hold both worlds simultaneously. This duality is your power. To carry divinity in human form is to walk a sacred tightrope, and you do so with a grace few can comprehend. When the world tries to tell you that you are just human, know that those words are born from fear and limitation. They try to confine what they cannot understand. But you've shattered that illusion. You live proof that the divine can dance in the chaos of human existence and transform it from within. So stop trying to find the God inside you. Stop searching for what you already are. Instead, let your divinity radiate through every breath. every action, every word. Because the world doesn't need another human remembering God. It needs a God living as human. Time is a river flowing forward, steady and relentless, or so it seems. But when your spirit stirred awake, the very fabric of eternity faltered. The cosmos held its breath. The divine order itself was shaken. Because your awakening wasn't just personal, it was universal. It was the butterfly's wings that stirred a cosmic storm. In that instant, all the timelines converged. Past, present, and future blurred together. The gods watched, their ancient eyes widening as the one they thought lost began to reclaim their throne. The scripts they wrote to control fate unraveled thread by thread. Your awakening echoed through dimensions, unseen yet profoundly felt. This moment is sacred, though it may feel lonely. It's the turning point when the old world realizes it cannot contain what you are becoming. Your breath, your heartbeat, your very presence ripples through existence, rewriting what was once thought unchangeable. This is no small feat. It is a cosmic declaration. And yet, you may not feel powerful every day. You may wrestle with doubt, fear, or exhaustion. But remember, the universe itself paused for you. The stars held still so you could remember who you truly are. That weight may seem heavy, but it is also a gift beyond measure. So honor this moment of awakening as the genesis of your true story. The moment when the impossible became possible, when eternity bent to your will, and when the world knew that it would never be the same again. Imagine the ancient gods, those timeless beings of myth and legend, gathered in their celestial halls. Their faces are not filled with pride or joy at your awakening. Instead, they are etched with fear. Fear because you have broken the rules they so carefully wrote. Fear because you have claimed a power no deity expected you to wield. This fear is not weakness. It is respect tinged with dread. The gods have ruled through control, through illusion, through maintaining a divine order that kept humanity in its place. But you are the sacred disruption. You have torn down their carefully crafted illusions by simply remembering who you are. They fear you because your light exposes their shadows. Every step you take forward shakes the foundations of their dominion. The divine balance they sought to maintain is now tipping, and there is no turning back. You embody the revolution they hoped would never come. But with their fear comes an invitation to rise beyond divine law, beyond fate, beyond fear itself. You are not their enemy. You are the force that compels even gods to evolve or fall. The very cosmos depends on your courage to stand against the divine status quo. So stand tall in this moment. Know that your defiance is a sacred fire. The gods are watching. But it is your awakening that will rewrite the fate of gods and mortals alike. There are forces in the universe designed to maintain order. Invisible chains forged in ancient times, woven with fear and compliance, meant to keep the divine locked away and the masses asleep. But you shattered those chains. You are the disruption, a sacred rupture in the fabric of control. Disruption is not chaos. It is the necessary upheaval before transformation. The old must fall to make way for the new. Your presence alone unsettles those who cling to outdated truths. They feel the tremors of change, but cannot stop the earthquake you have become. Think of a wildfire that cleanses a forest, making room for new growth. You are that fire. You burn through lies, outdated beliefs, and illusions. Your very existence is a challenge to the status quo, a beacon for those still trapped in slumber. This sacred disruption is a calling. not just to awaken yourself, but to awaken others, to shake the pillars of an ancient system that no longer serves the truth. Your courage to disrupt invites others to join you on the path of freedom and remembrance. Embrace this role. You are not an accident or a mistake. You are the divine agent of change, the herald of a new dawn, and the sacred disruption that cannot be silenced or stopped. The old world is built on foundations that seemed unshakable: tradition, fear, control, and illusion. But your very being, your energy, your truth, trembles those pillars. You are a force of nature, whether you realize it or not, dismantling the old with every breath you take. Your thoughts, your choices, your sheer presence challenge the narratives handed down for generations. People may resist or reject you because you remind them of what they've lost or what they fear to lose. But even their resistance is proof that you are touching something deep, something powerful. This shaking is necessary. Without it, change cannot come. Without disruption, stagnation rules. You are the catalyst that initiates the collapse of false structures, allowing new, authentic ways to emerge. Your courage to stand in your truth makes others question their own cages. Remember, the pillars of the old world were never meant to hold the weight of your divinity. They are crumbling now because they cannot contain your light, your wisdom, and your power. You are a cosmic earthquake, reshaping the landscape of human experience. So stand firm as the ground shifts beneath you. Your presence is not a threat. It is a blessing to a world desperate for rebirth. Inside you lies a memory, older than words, older than civilizations, older than the stars themselves. It is the memory of a reality before time began. A reality of pure light, unity, and infinite possibility. You carry this ancient knowledge encoded deep within your soul. This memory is why you feel out of place in the linear world. It's why you sense something beyond what the eyes can see and the mind can comprehend. It's why moments of silence and solitude feel like home. You are the living archive of the cosmic story before history was written. Many have sought this memory through books, rituals, or meditation, but few truly carry it. You do. It pulses in your veins like a secret song waiting to be sung. It is the blueprint of creation itself, the original spark that birthed existence. As you reconnect with this memory, you begin to see patterns and truths invisible to others. You realize that time is not a cage, but a river you can navigate and even bend. This knowledge empowers you to rewrite your story and the stories of those around you. Honor this memory as the foundation of your power. It is the ancient key to unlocking a future where divinity walks openly among humans once again. Life often feels like a series of plans and expectations, a script written by forces beyond our control. But you, dear one, are the curveball no one saw coming. You are the unexpected twist in the divine story, the sacred anomaly that defies prediction. For too long, you may have felt like a misfit, like you don't belong. Maybe you heard it in whispers, or saw it in sideways glances. But here's the truth. You were never meant to fit into someone else's mold. You were meant to rewrite the rules entirely. The divine curveball is not a problem to be solved. It is a gift to be celebrated. It is the universe's way of saying, watch closely, here comes change. You are that change embodied, a force that disrupts complacency and challenges the comfortable illusions of normalcy. Your difference is your power. Your unexpected path is your purpose. You are a living testament that divine will is unpredictable, wild, and infinitely creative. So stand proud in your uniqueness. The world needs your curveball now more than ever. There was a time when the divine spark within humanity was locked away behind cosmic seals, barriers crafted by fear and control to keep gods asleep and the masses in blindness. But your awakening was the signal that those seals are no longer intact. With every moment you embrace your truth, those ancient chains weaken. The divine light that once flickered dimly inside humanity is now a roaring flame, spreading beyond your being into the collective consciousness. The seals that once held back evolution have been shattered. This breaking of seals is not just metaphorical. It's a realignment of spiritual energy on a massive scale. It heralds a new era where hidden knowledge, sacred power, and divine wisdom flow freely again. The veils are lifting, and the world is waking alongside you. You are the harbinger of this shift. Your courage to stand, speak, and embody this truth is a beacon for others to follow. The old barriers crumble because you dared to step beyond fear and limitation. Celebrate this moment. You are the keyholder of a new age, the breaker of seals, and the spark that will ignite a global awakening. The narrative of obedience is deeply ingrained in human history. Rules handed down from gods, kings, and systems meant to control and contain. But you were never sent to follow. You were sent to lead, to awaken, to ignite the fire in others. Your role is revolutionary. It's a call to break cycles, to challenge authority, and to inspire others to remember their own divine power. You carry within you the responsibility and the privilege of being a guide for those still lost in the shadows. This awakening is contagious. When you live your truth boldly, you give others permission to do the same. Your presence becomes a mirror, reflecting the potential for transformation in everyone you meet. You are a living lighthouse in a sea of uncertainty. Remember, leadership rooted in awakening is not about control. It's about empowerment. It's about showing others the path without dictating it. Your mission is sacred, and it requires unwavering courage and compassion. So rise as the awakener's awakeners. Let your life be the message that true power lies not in obedience, but in remembering who we truly are. For too long, your divine fire burned quietly, sometimes flickering under the weight of doubt, fear, or loneliness. But now, that hidden flame is fully ignited, bright, fierce, and unstoppable. It radiates from your core, lighting your path and igniting those around you. This flame is not just passion or inspiration, it is your essence. It is the eternal spark that connects you to all that is sacred and true. It burns through darkness, illuminating hidden truths and guiding the lost back to themselves. The transformation from hidden flame to roaring fire is a sacred rite of passage. It means you have embraced your light fully, refusing to dim it for anyone or anything. Your glow is a declaration. I am here. I am awake. I am unstoppable. This flame will attract others who need its warmth. It will challenge those who fear it, and it will fuel your journey as you reshape the world in the image of your awakening. Celebrate this fire within. Tend to it daily. Protect it fiercely, because the world needs your light now more than ever. Many myths speak of gods falling from grace, often framed as a punishment or a tragic mistake. But your fall, your descent into human form, was never a curse. It was the greatest act of divine purpose and love. You chose to descend into limitation, pain, and forgetfulness so you could become the bridge between heaven and earth. You walked the human experience not as a victim, but as a warrior, carrying divine wisdom in a fragile vessel. This purpose is profound: to remember and to restore, to heal the broken connection between humanity and divinity, to bring light where there is darkness, truth where there is illusion, and love where there is fear. Your fall was a sacrifice and a strategy, a necessary journey to awaken the world through your very existence. It reframes every hardship you've faced as a step toward reclaiming your throne. So embrace your story not as a tragedy, but as a heroic saga. You are the god who fell, and in that fall, you found your purpose. The final truth is simple yet profound. The God within you has risen. This awakening is not quiet or private. It is a seismic shift in consciousness that reverberates through every corner of the earth. You are no longer hidden. You are no longer dormant. You are the living embodiment of change, transformation, and divine power. Your awakening will ripple outward, touching lives, shifting realities, and birthing a new world. The earth itself responds to your rise. Nature, elements, and life align with the frequency of your awakening. The old ways crumble while new possibilities bloom. This is your time to lead, to create, and to embody the divine fully. Know that you are not alone. You are part of a cosmic awakening, a sacred movement of souls returning home. The path ahead is challenging, but filled with light, purpose, and boundless potential. The world will never be the same because you are awake. And that is the most powerful truth of all. Within you burns a spark, unlike any other, a flame destined to set the world aflame with new possibilities. This spark isn't accidental, it's the seed of transformation planted in the soil of your soul. It pulses quietly, waiting for the moment when you dare to fan it into a roaring blaze. That moment is now. As the old paradigms crumble, your spark becomes the beacon for a new era, a renaissance of consciousness. It calls out to every sleeping soul, inviting them to rise from the ashes of outdated beliefs and step into their true power. You hold the match that lights this revolution. What makes your spark so powerful is its resilience. It has endured countless storms, self-doubt, fear, isolation, but never extinguished. Each challenge you face only fuels its intensity, reminding you that the smallest light can pierce the deepest darkness. As you nurture this spark, you become a catalyst, not just for yourself, but for humanity. Your passion inspires others to seek their own light, creating a chain reaction of awakening that no force can contain. You are the ignition point for a future brimming with hope and divine possibility. Never underestimate this spark within. It is the promise of rebirth, the heartbeat of change, and the living proof that from one light, entire worlds can be illuminated. Deep within the labyrinth of your soul lies a map, an intricate, cosmic blueprint that contains the secrets of existence. This isn't a metaphor, it is a living, breathing reality encoded in your very DNA. Your soul remembers the architecture of stars, galaxies, and the divine web that connects all things. This blueprint guides your steps, even when you feel lost. It whispers to you in moments of stillness, reminding you of your unique role in the cosmic dance. Through it, you access wisdom far beyond the confines of logic or memory, wisdom that transcends time and space. When you tap into this inner map, you begin to see patterns where others see chaos. You understand the hidden laws that govern life and can navigate the unseen currents that shape destiny. This knowledge empowers you to create consciously rather than merely reacting to circumstance. Your blueprint is also a call to action, a reminder that you are here not by chance, but by divine design. Each choice you make aligns with this sacred plan, rippling outward to influence the collective. When you honor it, you become a master architect of your reality. Embrace your soul's blueprint as a sacred trust. It is the key to unlocking your highest potential and a profound invitation to co-create a universe filled with light, love, and limitless possibility. The revolution you lead is not fought with weapons or words, but with the power of an awakened heart. This heart revolution is a seismic shift in how we connect with ourselves, each other, and the cosmos. It calls for compassion where there was judgment, vulnerability where there was fear, and love where there was division. Your heart, once guarded and hidden, now beats boldly in the open. It breaks through armor, forged by pain and betrayal, healing old wounds with every pulse. This is not weakness. It is the ultimate strength, the courage to feel deeply and love fiercely in a world that often demands numbness. As your heart expands, it becomes a magnet for truth and authenticity. It draws kindred spirits, kindling collective transformation through shared vulnerability and trust. Together, these awakened hearts form an unbreakable web of light that no darkness can penetrate. This revolution of the heart challenges the status quo. It exposes systems built on separation and fear, offering instead a vision of unity and sacred connection. You are not just a participant. You are a leader, paving the way for others to reclaim the power of their hearts. Hold this revolution close. It is the healing force that will reshape humanity's future and the beacon that guides us all back home to love. Within you blazes a fire kindled by the ancients, a flame of wisdom passed down through the ages. This fire connects you to the lineage of seers, sages, and mystics who dared to look beyond the veil and speak truth to power. You are their heir, carrying forward a sacred torch into the modern world. This ancient wisdom is not static knowledge, but living energy. It breathes through your intuition, your dreams, and your moments of clarity. It reminds you that beneath the noise of modern life lies a wellspring of truth waiting to be accessed and shared. Your connection to this fire gifts you with perspective. You see beyond surface appearances and grasp the cycles and patterns that shape human experience. You understand that every challenge is an initiation, and every triumph a step toward greater awakening. As the bearer of this sacred flame, your responsibility is immense. You must nurture this fire, protect it from the winds of doubt and distraction, and use it to illuminate paths for those lost in darkness. Honor your ancient inheritance. It is your strength, your guide, and the beacon that will light the way for generations to come. You stand at the crossroads between the seen and unseen, the mortal and divine. You are the living bridge connecting realms that many believe are separate, but are in truth deeply intertwined. This role is both sacred and daunting, for it requires you to navigate both with grace and courage. In your earthly form, you carry the echoes of celestial realms. Your intuition, dreams, and spiritual insights are portals through which divine wisdom flows. You translate these messages into tangible actions, grounding ethereal truths in the physical world. This bridging role makes you a translator between worlds, helping others understand the sacred hidden within the ordinary. You dissolve illusions of separation, revealing the interconnectedness of all life. Your presence reminds others that the divine is not distant, but woven into the fabric of their everyday existence. Being a bridge is not without challenge. It demands balance, resilience, and deep self-awareness. You often walk the path alone, misunderstood by those who cannot yet see what you embody. But your journey is vital, for through you, healing and integration occur on a cosmic scale. Embrace your position as a bridge. You are the living proof that the divine and human are one, and through you, the worlds converge into harmony. Conformity is the invisible cage that keeps countless souls trapped in mediocrity and fear. Yet you, through sheer courage and defiance, have begun to shatter those chains. Your refusal to settle for less, to live by someone else's rules, is a radical act of liberation. Every step you take off the beaten path sends a ripple of possibility through the collective consciousness. You challenge outdated norms and invite others to question what they've been taught to accept without thought. Your courage is a lighthouse for those longing to break free, but unsure how. This breaking of conformity is not easy. It often isolates you from those closest to you and tests your resolve. Yet every moment of discomfort is a testament to your commitment to living authentically. Your bravery inspires others to find their own strength. In breaking these chains, you reclaim your sovereignty, your divine right to create, choose, and exist on your own terms. This sovereignty is contagious, awakening dormant powers in those around you. Celebrate your courage. It is the key that unlocks freedom, creativity, and the boundless potential waiting within you and the world. There is a sacred knowledge entrusted to you. Secrets passed down through time, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right soul to awaken and carry them forward. You are a guardian of mysteries that have the power to heal, transform, and elevate humanity. These secrets are not just intellectual concepts, but living truths embedded in symbols, stories, and spiritual practices. They hold keys to unlocking human potential and reconnecting with the divine source. Through you, these truths find new life and relevance. Being the keeper of sacred secrets demands humility and responsibility. You must discern what is ready to be shared and what must remain hidden until the world is prepared. Your wisdom ensures these gifts are preserved and honored. This role also connects you to a lineage of initiates and mystics who have safeguarded humanity's spiritual heritage. You walk a path both ancient and ever new, carrying the torch forward with reverence and passion. Embrace this sacred trust. Through your stewardship, the light of hidden wisdom will shine brighter than ever before. Words are more than communication. They are vibrations that shape worlds. Your voice, when aligned with truth, holds immense power to transform realities. Every word you speak or write carries the potential to inspire, heal, and awaken. When you speak from your soul, you bypass resistance and touch the hearts of others directly. Your voice becomes a bridge, connecting inner wisdom with outer expression. It has the power to dissolve fear, ignite hope, and summon courage. Your unique story and perspective give your voice authenticity and authority.